What's up, all my devil dogs? It's your boy Sean, Strength Corps 5-star general. I'm looking bright as fuck because window right there. We're trying to keep this lighting A1. So me and Nate's back there. We about to get started. Just giving y'all a quick chest. Fucking delts and arms routine. Oh, I thought you was gonna use it. But anyways, y'all, just giving y'all a quick video real quick right here. That's what happens when you don't get on camera for a week. You start stuttering and shit. But we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna hit this workout, voice it over for you guys. We're gonna talk about volume today. How much volume is right for you? Do you do too much volume? Volume on the cut versus on the pull. Shit like that, you know what I'm saying? And of course, the link, the workout will be in the description below. Only links will be for my apparel, which will be the Strength Corps. My talking's all fucked up. I need to start with these hiatuses, but anyway, we're about to go ahead and start this shit. Be on the lookout for other videos this week, or if this video is not the first one this week, hopefully you're enjoying the videos from this week. So, without further ado, let's get this workout started. Yeah. Alright guys, what's going on? It's your boy Sean Ollie, Strength Corps 5-star general. Before you go ahead and we start talking about volume here, please go ahead and leave a comment below. Please go ahead and leave a thumbs up below. Once you're done with that, I'll wait. Alright, let's get it. So, we're going to talk about volume in today's video. If you're interested in seeing the full workout that I did here, it's going to be in the bottom of the description box. So just go ahead and check that out, okay? So let's start talking about volume. So what exactly is volume? Well, volume basically is this. It's the amount of weight that you have times the amount of reps you do times the amount of sets. So that's all volume is, guys. It's weight times reps times sets. Very simple, very basic. And what we're going to talk about in terms of volume, a lot of people have been asking me, how much volume should you do on a cut versus based on when you're doing a bulk, right? So my approach has always been this. If you're going on a cut, you want to keep your volume pretty moderate. And here's the reason why. If you're on a cut, right, you're not going to be getting the nutrients that you would normally be getting while you're maintaining or while you're trying to put on lean mass. So your recovery is going to be hindered a little bit. So you don't want to overdo yourself or overwork yourself to the point where you can't fully recover. That's a big part of like feeling good while you're dieting. A lot of people say they feel like shit when they're dieting, or they don't feel good, or they're tired and fatigued. And a lot of times it's because they continue to do that high volume. I know a lot of people like to say train the same way when you're cutting as when you're bulking, but you have to take into account your nutrition. You know, that's very important. And you're going to be lowering things like your carbs. You're going to be lowering things like your fats. And, you know, your recovery is just not going to be the same. So you want to make sure that your volume doesn't have to be low, but I wouldn't go like 40 sets, 50 sets. I mean, that's high regardless, especially if you're a natural lifter. But I would say stick around 20, no more than 30 sets at the very max, starting on the lower end and maybe adding a little bit more as your diet goes on. That's the way I tend to like to do it anyway. And then of course, when you're bulking, you can handle a little more volume because you're eating more food, you're getting more of those nutrients, and you're trying to grow. So I mean, your body has to have nutrients to create new muscle. I mean, if you don't give it the proper, you know, excess calories, what's it gonna make it out of? You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely something to keep in mind. All right, now another thing we want to talk about in terms of volume is high volume versus high intensity. A lot of people want to say, you know, that high volume is better for muscle growth, high intensity is better for strength. That tends to be like the thought process when it comes to the two, but you have to keep in mind that you can do both, okay? High intensity basically means you're doing heavier weight for less reps. Pretty much you're making the workout a little more intense, whereas high volume, you might be using a lesser weight, but you're doing it for more reps. And again, that all depends on your workload. It's still the same thing. It's still weight times reps times sets. But think about it. If I'm doing 225 pounds 10 times for 3 sets, right? That's not going to be as much volume. And let's say I'm doing 300 pounds for 8 reps for 3 sets. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing less reps, but the total weight overall is going to come out to a higher number. So that's something you have to really keep in mind. And it's really all personal preference, man. A lot of people like to do higher intensity. It usually keeps your workouts a little bit shorter. And some people like to do higher volume where you're going to be in the gym a little bit longer. But I guess it's not as taxing. You know, it's a little more metabolic fatigue. I mean, you can get both from doing both sets of, you know, rep ranges, but it all comes down to personal preference, guys. I think a lot of people put too much emphasis on volume and intensity, and a lot of times it's like, look, just stick to the basics, man. It's all about progressive overload. You know, if you can get in the gym, even on a cut, man. I mean, the last couple of weeks here, I've actually been adding weight to my powerlift movements. You know, I've added 5 pounds to my squat. I've added 5 pounds to my bench. I even added 5 pounds to my deadlift because I was getting my 3x3s consistently. So I said, well, you know what? Why don't I try and add some weight? It made it a little more difficult, but I was still able to do it. So don't let being on a diet change your progressive overload approach. You know what I mean? Just because you're not getting the nutrients, a lot of times those lifts, you know, especially the big three, a lot of it's neural. A lot of it is neural adaptation, and it's not always muscle. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times people will have enough muscle to actually lift a heavy weight, but they haven't neurologically made those motor unit connections with their body in order to perform the movement. So me, for instance, right, I'm like 213 pounds right now. So I have enough muscle to probably move more weight than I'm used to moving on, say, something like the deadlift. But because it's still a new movement for me and I'm still kind of working on, you know, the form and, you know, how to do it properly, once you adapt neurally, you have the muscle to lift it. But it's the same thing like when you're first starting out. A lot of times people start out and they have the muscle mass. Like, you see big dudes who have the muscle mass to be able to bench press or squat a lot of weight, but they're not used to doing the movements. And when you're not used to that, your body has to make those neurological connections, you know, those motor unit patterns in order to perform the movement. And once you get good at that, then your muscles can recruit. And of course, the more muscle you put on, then the more weight you'll be able to move. So that's something that a lot of people kind of overlook, the fact that you know, you can add weight while you're dieting or whatever, you know, depending on if it's a new exercise for you, because neural adaptations are something that people really overlook. So definitely think about that the next time that, you know, you're thinking about adding weight or doing progressive overload, even though you're on a diet. So hopefully that cleared up some stuff about volume. We talked about progressive overload. We talked about what volume is and high intensity versus high volume. Just wanted to give you guys a quick little informative video with some training footage. I'm getting back to my regular grind of videos. Just, you know, this week I got a vlog coming on Friday. I will try to have a video for you guys on Saturday as well, and get back to posting consistently and get you guys some good content. All right, there's a lot of topics I want to hit on. There's the what if video I want to drop, so definitely stay tuned to the channel, man. Click that bell so you're notified for all my new videos. I appreciate all the support. If you want any Strength Corps apparel, link is in the description to thestrengthcorps.com. I appreciate everything that you guys have been doing. The channel is growing. We're over 5,000 subscribers, and I'm excited. I'm excited to see what the rest of the year brings, and hopefully maybe we can hit that 10K by the end of the year. That would be pretty cool. So don't forget the orders, subscribe and share, like and comment, follow my social media. Till next time, all my devil dogs dismissed.